Hello, hello. This is the first time I am going live this way in a while. I hope everything is going fine. Um, Let me see. Yeah, it looks like everything is working fine. Okay, I wanted to come on here today to talk about how to entertain your kids. So this summer you can find more time to work or relax for those of you that aren't going to be doing camps or just like the 1 or 2 days that you're going to be keeping them home. Just like a quick breakdown, and I wanted to do it through by brackets. And so I researched this online also for myself, but I wanted to share this out with you all. And so you can screenshot this, and please crop me out of your screenshot. But I'm also going to be sharing this in stories. And so the first bracket is ages 3 to 5. So to create sensory bins, I can share in my stories some sensory bins. So it's basically like you get a tub and you fill it with stuff that's like sensory, like it will give your child sensory. Um, some of it can be like beans, for example, or like the kinetic sand. And make sure that you put this in a place for where you are okay with your kids messing up, right? This could keep them entertained. It's kept my 3-year-old entertained for probably 30 minutes. But if I want to work for a while or, relax for a longer while, I prepare 2 or 3 different types of bins. So once he's over that bin, he can go on to the next one. Or if he comes, looks for me, right, that means he's bored. I pull out another type of bin. So one with beans, right? And then I have another one with sand, and I have like different types of sensory bins that I can share with you all later. Because I do work from home, and I sometimes I do have my toddler with me during the week, and so that's how I keep him occupied, right? And then I have a 7-year-old, which goes to our next bracket, 6 to 8, outdoor play. This age, I was reading, it's more safer for them to be in the backyard by themselves, right? You don't need to make sure that they're not going to be eating rocks or sticking rocks up their nose, right? So, being able to give your child that independency, it is okay from 6 to 8 to send your child outside to the backyard by themselves to entertain themselves with outdoor play. That's what I do with my 6 or 7. Now, if your backyard is not summer ready, because mine is not, I would go ahead and start getting it summer ready, right? It might take you a day. It might take you not so much of a long time. But if I were you, I would get to doing this because it's going to pay off for the whole summer. So if you just dedicate one day this weekend or during the week, or maybe you can involve everybody in the family, get your backyard ready for summer, which is something that I'm going to be doing this weekend because it's not summer ready. I have no grass, but I'm going to start working on it because it's going to pay off for the rest of the long summer days. So I suggest you do too. And if it is summer ready, then you're ready to go, right? If you have a 6 to 8 year old, they can do this. Also, your 6 to 8 bracket could apply to your 3 to 5 bracket. You can also create sensory bins for them, or they could also use your toddler sensory bins. I sometimes use the sensory bins too. So the way that this bracket works is that the one after it can be applied to the one before. So 6 to 8 can do 3 to 5 also, like 9 to 11 can do 6 to 8 and 3 to 5 as well. Ages 9 to 11, they can do chores and craft kits. Like if you go to Michael's or Walmart and if you want to get craft kits and say, hey, well, tell your 9 to 11-year-old, hey, I'm going to be working. Do you want to go ahead and, work on that craft kit that we got you at Walmart, right? Or you can make your own craft kits too. I know Walmart can get expensive, or Michael's. But also, if this is the time that you want them to do chores, so you can do your work, like, hey, I'm going to work, right? You do your chores. 9 to 11, they're pretty independent enough to do chores or craft kits without any assistance. Or you can encourage independency, right? This is a good age for you to encourage independency on your child. And your ages 3 to 8, they still are dependent. They're not that great at grasping instructions and any of that yet. So that's why I was reading that craft kits are not recommended for your ages 3 to 8, because it will they're going to need assistance, and right, and the point of all of these things is so you can get something done, right, either for your business, for work, or so you can just relax, right, so you can take that long bubble bath because it's the summer and it's hot and it's just getting too much. Okay. But also, if you don't want to bother with the craft kids, or like they're like, Mom, I don't want to do chores, and you don't want to have an argument, you can go ahead and send them to do the outdoor play. Or you can, if you have a toddler and a 9-year-old, you can have them both share the sensory bins. Okay. Next, 12 to 14, you can look for some online classes that can also do the more advanced craft kits or volunteering. I sometimes work in my car, and this age would be good for you to drop them off like at the food bank, and you can do work in your car, or drop them off at the food bank and you can go get your nails done or something. But independent volunteering from 12 to 14 is okay. But also check with your center. I was reading online that most of the times this is the age where the volunteer centers are okay with parent leaving the area. But if, check with where you want your child to volunteer to be able to do that. Online classes. I'm going to be looking at some online classes. I don't have a 12 or 14-year-old, but I do have some nieces that are within that age, and I can also be sharing that over the summer, something to keep them learning, right? I know you can also do like ABC Mouse is one of those, like the tablets, if or maybe sometimes the school offers like online summer programs. So most of the time, if your child sees you on the computer, they want to do the same thing, right? So you can also tell them, hey, I'm going to work. So since I'm working, do you want to go ahead and do like your online class? And it creates a sense of equality within the home. I was reading, so I thought that was really interesting, and that's why I wanted to include that in this screenshot. And then ages 15 to 16 is not that much different from 12 and 14, but the only difference is for me, the online courses could be more advanced, or you can literally have them at this age, they can probably go to sports, like the high school sports, like sometimes high schools during the summer have those programs, so you can do that for them. Or this is also the age where you can drop them off at the gym, or they don't need an adult with them at the gym. So if you already have a gym membership, maybe you can look into enrolling your 15 to 16-year-old. And most gyms, once again, check with your gym, you can drop them off there. You can work in the lobby, right? Or you can drop them off there and go to your nail appointment, whichever it is that you want to do. I keep referring to nail appointment because that's the one thing that I can think of off the top of my head that you can do within an hour if you're looking at this time to relax. But you can always just look through my stories. I'm always doing some type of self-care, and that's something that you can do while you implement any of these ideas to your child. I'm going to be implementing this idea so I can get more work done, since my self-care is mostly during the evenings, or sometimes when I feel like I just need to stop, I do stop. But it depends on you. Everybody's different, right? If you need a more personalized day outline, you can get with me and I can help you to see where we can fit in that relaxation, or how you can fit in with your work schedule. And so it can be good. I have taken some time management classes as well. So if that's something that you need help with, I can help you with that to have a more structured summer. Because summer is usually where everything goes haywire for me in this household. I know there's some businesses or some moms that completely take off all summer, and that is very great and that is very awesome. And but if you're one of those moms that does not take off during the summer because of the demanding job or whichever one that you, for whatever reason, right? I'm getting off topic here. These are the ideas that you can use. Screenshot, please crop me out, and I will be sharing it to my stories too. But thank you all for tuning in. I didn't have a speaker this week, but I still wanted to come on and share these ideas with you all. Okay. Bye.